Hi, is it too late to say a happy new year? Well, welcome back to another special episode of Stories and Voices, the show where we are real, raw, and empower persons with disabilities in the disability community. I am your host, Emmanuella Ekwuazi, and with me is my co-host.
Thank you, Amos Adeyemi.
This month is all about love, romantic love, self love, and the bonds that connect us. Today, we'll be talking about something that is often overlooked, which is romantic relationship and marriage amongst persons with disabilities. It is a subject filled with truth and a whole lot of told stories. So we have a special guest with me here who will be unfolding the truth about relationship with persons with disability. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Thank you so much. My name is Ladipo Kemi. I'm a mother, a wife. I'm a businesswoman. I'm also a para-athlete.
Wow. Okay, you made mention of being a wife. But before we go further into that, I want to know.
Before we go into everything about her, on our show, we like taking it back. You made mention of being a businesswoman, a mother,
Right?
Yeah.
and you also tell us your journey on how you got here because so many people do not really believe in themselves that they can be in this kind of your position, and it would be a very good thing to let our viewers know where you're coming from, your story.
Thank you so much. Growing up, I was the last child in a family of 8. I was given all the love, care, and attention, even right from my house.
Family of 8. Are there twins?
No trees.
Okay.
We're all singular boys.
Just try. She tried.
Thank you. So I have a lot of love, affection growing up. My dad was a supportive pillar. He made me pursue whatever comes to my mind, never look down on myself. And I like that.
Nice one. Family of 8, last daughter, and I can imagine being the last one.
Like how many boys you have?
Oh, just 2.
Two.
6 girls.
Normal, large African home, Nigeria.
Yes.
There are series of when you have to, have to exercise that.
We do that one well.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
To know the person who is stronger.
And who is not.
Senior
And now there's hierarchy in fighting.
I can't imagine how many are should be in that house right now.
Oh,
6 girls.
6 girls. Oh,
That-
my mama don't receive a prostrate tire.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
Wow, well, congrats to her, Sha.
Thank you.
So, moving on to what really brought us here today, it's all about relationship. And we're in the month of love
Yeah.
and happiness. To everyone that has their power already, shout out to you guys. But for people who are single like us,
Single and pretty. Single and proud.
single and
Now
proud.
single and searching.
So how have your journey been? Your days of romance and
Date.
dating. You are married now. You have kids.
Yeah.
Tell our followers. So tell our followers how this whole love story
Journey
started.
started. Well, I was at home one day preparing meal for my mom. She was a bit ill that time. And this young man just came to our house. He was looking for someone. So I was in front of our house that period. I was cooking inside, but I just stepped out to get something. And the next was then like, hello sis, please.
Hello, sis.
Hello sis.
Sis.
That was how it started.
Not this.
No, sis. He actually had the boldness to walk up to my house.
That means he really loves you.
That was the first time we saw each other.
So can we call that love at first sight?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. So that's a very cool story for a beginner. At that time, I'm not sure that kind of approach can work in our days. But
What made you think that kind of approach cannot work? At least it's a starter.
we have a lot of Gen Zs now that are so proud.
Okay.
We don't really they give us a lot of stress to even ask them.
Yeah, but the
Who are
conversation is
the-
that.
That
Are you trying to say something
You
that
you
I am
guys you
not
guys
going
should
to.
you guys shouldn't put me on the spot right now. So let's just move on. Oga must be very proud of you. So the first question I'll be asking is, being somebody on wheelchair, how has that journey been in your home? Being a married woman, taking care of your husband and your kids.
Thank you very much. To be frank, it's not easy. But I thank God for God being my backbone. And I also thank God for the kind of husband I have. He's been very, very
He
supportive.
has hold on, he has no disability, right?
He has no disability.
Wow.
Wow.
That's so
He's been so supportive. He saw me as who I am and he accepted the fact. This is the person I want to be with. We've had our ups and downs, but taking care of the children is a joint task. It's a joint task. If I'm with the kids, he's in the kitchen. If he takes them to school, I'll be the one at home cooking and cleaning up, preparing myself for my training as well. Afterwards, he'll go to his place of work. I come back, bring the children back from school, and resume my normal chores around the house.
Moving forward, there's this myth the society has about persons with disability in relationship. Let's take for instance, I, as a person with disability, hmm, I want to go into a relationship with a person with a disability.
Okay.
The society assume I am from an affluent school.
Okay.
Hmm? That is why my partner wants to
Settle down.
settle down with me. So, what do you think about? Have you come across such myth before, or has it crossed your ear? Like just like a rumor or crossed your ear?
Thank you so much. In Nigeria as a whole, that is the concept most people have concerning people with disabilities. They feel that if you are not rich or you are not societally affluent or connected to some people of affluence, or you yourself, you are not financially buoyant, you can't have a guy or you can't have a man to call your own. Yes, that is the situation we find ourselves.
So, if the a lot of poor people have this kind of mindset, how do you think we can comfortably go into a relationship with a person without disability? Or better still, how do you think we can sensitize the society of this myth?
They said the battle begins with you as a person. You must have value, place value on yourself. As a female with disability, we don't have to look down on ourselves.
Sure.
We have to have a certain category or a certain concept of what we want for ourselves. You must be hardworking. You must have something that brings in an income for you. So that even any man that wants to come to you will know that you are not useless. Yes, we are physically challenged, but we're not useless.
Of course, we are not.
So you must be able to stand on your feet. Standing on your feet means you must be able to call your own shot. You must be able to have something that you are doing so that whosoever wants to come to you will not take you cheap.
all right. So talking of category, not looking down on yourself. So I understand that in this part of the world that we are in, to me, I believe it's not that favorable to
Okay.
person with disability,
Okay.
and it's very hard to say, "Oh, I want to become." Everybody has dreams. You can, your young age, they can tell you what you want to become.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things to say, but even people that don't have disability have their ups and downs.
Challenges. Yeah.
I know some persons that even out of the university for like 5 years, that don't have any challenge or whatsoever, still jobless and all that. Not to talk of person who has a
With
disability.
disabilities.
What do you think can be of help to this particular circle that person with disability is in or are in.
Hmm. Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, the battle begins with you as a person. The family must first accept you for who you are. But the most important thing is for you to accept yourself as a person with disability. Not everybody will take on a white collar job, no. Not everybody will be a para athlete like myself, no. And not everybody
Not
will
everybody wants to
be
get married.
not everybody that's another angle. Not everybody will want to get married. Although in African concept you don't say that. Every woman must be married. That is
What if I
the
don't want to?
African mentality.
What if I don't want to?
And especially as a person with disability, your mom would definitely 100% want you to be with a man and have your own child.
What if I don't want to?
I don't think
What if
that,
I just want to live my life?
I don't
You
think that,
know,
I don't,
travel, go to different places. You
Enjoy.
understand?
But even at that,
And just be comfortable. What if I don't
even
want to
at
get
that,
married?
that is why I said that's another angle, which is just a minute aspect of the entire African system. Believe you me, babe, we're in Africa, we are in Nigeria. There are some traditional things, traditional beliefs, traditional norms
that
that
a
is
must.
expected of us
It's a
as a
must.
person. Let's leave out the disability aspect of it. As a person, as a human being, you are expected to bear a child,
It's a must.
conceive,
Especially
have a
as a woman.
family as a woman, and maintain your own home. The status quo is there. So now, as a PWD, you are expected that your line, your lineage must not go down like that. There must be a product from you.
Such high expectation. I'll come back to that later. But I want to digress a bit. You made mention about calling the ship.
Yeah.
So, does it also apply to person with disability? Let's say, for instance, as a woman, career woman, I have what it is to get whatever man that I want.
Okay.
Right? And I said that, oh, this is this particular. Okay, let me use Amos as an example. Amos, not you. You know that I'm mistake.
Sorry.
Sorry for that. All right, let me use Amos as a pending so
Spouse,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. And I said that okay, Amos has what I want in a man.
Mm-hmm.
So the society see me as maybe too forward or too how do I too ish to decide to call my shot. Or with Amos, let me ask you too. Will you see me as too forward as a woman to call my shot on you?
Well, but all like if it comes to me, to I,
Even the response is being somehow in the
This
man.
one is so biased as a man. You're so biased.
He's not being biased. That's the
I'm
concept
just
of
a
every
human.
man.
You're just a human.
That's the concept of every man.
But should it be so?
That is how we find ourselves. This is Africa. A woman is never too forward to go and meet a man that talk, Mr. Lagbaja, I like you. That's a taboo. You are being seen as a sheep, worthless human being. Now, as a person with disability, you will now go, how Jesus Christ, what's it? You've sold out your worth. There is nothing of self-worth within you. They will feel that yes, you have nothing to offer. You are subject.
I'm desperate.
Yeah. Even desperation self is another
It's
English.
an understatement.
Are you
Because
serious?
that means you've lost all dignity.
I
All
want to hear your take on this as a man. What would you think?
Well, firstly, me, I will always tell you about because I understand the society we are in, and I will always tell you that anything that is beyond, if you watch Netflix and all those things, that you want to come and implement those things in this kind of our culture. To me, I won't really accept it. And if I want to use my, educated mind and say,
Is the educated?
I can, but as an African man, if I want to use
a
that,
fully fledged
you
African
understand,
man.
I will look.
So you are directly saying that you're going to turn down any approach from a lady.
It's because of
Asap.
it's the idea, we are in this system whereby you shouldn't do that as a woman.
It cheapens you.
you it just our system, it's just our culture.
It's not in us. For
That's
a woman to ask a man out, it's not our culture.
Person with disability.
we are
A
not.
woman with disability.
If as a
I cannot
woman with
just go to the
disability, you
market.
do that.
I
Oh,
cannot just go to the market
Hmm.
and choose this particular man.
Ah,
This is the kind
men
of
are not on parade in Africa.
All right. This point has been established that it is not proper as an African woman or a person with disability to approach a man,
No, it's
especially
Personally, that should be for like Nigeria, because I think in Ghana, I think the woman do the demand,
Itosi.
no, something like that. I think the woman buys.
that is buying, and it is in their own culture.
Well, in
But in
Nigeria,
Nigeria, we don't do that. Men have this ego.
Okay. All right, no problem. Moving forward. I want to know. We have a lot of challenges when it comes to dating. Yeah. Some persons with disability, just like you said, you're married and your husband, it was like love at first sight. So was the love mistaken for pity?
On my home part, no. But concerning his friends, his peers, yes. Because I even called him out that, is it because this girl is like this that you want to marry her now by force? Just shop waiting you want shop waka
That's-
pass.
Are you
no,
serious?
no.
You shop waiting you want shop.
that is when the society comes in.
How did the family accept you? Like, was it like a tug of war? This kind of scenario, in some families always a tug of war. It is either the mother is disagreeing, or the father is one point. I know that one person one way, or the sister one way or the other, they are disagreeing.
Hmm. That question takes me down memory lane. Initially, the family was never in support. Coincidentally, my husband's parents were not in Lagos. We were not even a resident of Lagos. Even his siblings, he was the only guy. I mean, the only man among them that was in Lagos. All his siblings were in the north. They didn't even have a chance to meet me or know me in person. But as God will have it, a year, 2 years, 3 years into the relationship, I had a competition in Kaduna. And that was the thing that changed, I mean, the incident that changed their concept about me. And that was why I was saying that as a woman with disability, please get something doing, however small. Be able to lend your own quota to the table. Be able to bring your own quota to the table. It's very much important. The brother, no, it was two of them, the other sister and the other brother, they came down to Kaduna to watch me run. And they heard my friends talking about me. It is the words of mouth. My friends didn't even know them, because they just came in as part of the spectators. So seeing me run, that yes, I have something doing, something worthwhile, and hearing good tales from my friends that were sharing me up during the competition, that was the major turning point for them. Because initially they felt she's a beggar, our boy, our child will be the only one to be doing everything for her. That maybe someone even asked me, did you use jazz for your wife? Just to know the extent of how people were not totally in support that time.
Okay, this is also even chipping. Like I want to ask, they were not in support. Your husband family weren't in support initially, but at a point in time
They gave in.
Okay, very good. Now, what happens to this myth that uh, persons with disability are sexually exploited? I came across this. Let me just say it the way I hear it. Hmm? I came across this word. It came in like a gossip or wind that passed through my ear. It says that according to what it said, that persons with disability are good in bed. When I know it was the first time I was hearing it. You know, and it makes me to think that is it that the opposite sex who approach persons with disability, ladies, just come to exploit them sexually. What
Truth be told, that's the sad situation we find ourselves in.
do you think
Truth be told. Ladies won't be able to say no to a guy that comes them and pretend to be genuinely in love with them. You can never know who is pretending and who is not until you get close, until you have a closer relationship.
and that getting close? You mean developing feeling and developing
Affection.
feeling.
And when you have
Very
developed your affection for someone, yes, truly you have sex with that person. Normally. Because you feel that this person has come up to me. I don't have any reason to hold back again. Now the person coming with his own idea. And then coming in, you see, oh, Mr. Nice Guy, oh, I'm in love, I'm this and that. And after all said and done, you shop your breakfast.
Ah, is it your breakfast and you?
Yes, now.
Okay, is it fair for the society to judge someone with disability who is into a romantic relationship? Is it fair for the society to judge this?
It's really not fair. But that's society for us.
Even people that are not with disability,
They have their
they have their own
own
challenges.
fear,
But
yes.
it's more
It's just that we feel it more.
Yes,
We feel it more because on the ladder, we're almost at the head of the ladder, so we feel it more.
Yeah.
Why should it be so?
Because most of us feel that yes, we don't have. If this man could just look at me, I would thank God. We have this pity mode on our own, on ourselves by ourselves.
Is it pity like self-pity?
Self-pity. And the self-pity comes from the house. Because when you don't have confidence from your background, you will not be able to face the crowd. Once you're not being treated right, once you're not being treated well within your family, how could you expect outsiders to treat you well?
All right, that's been a very beautiful discussion all through. But before we wrap up this episode, I still have some few questions to ask our guests. Thank you for your time and letting us know how beautiful and sad it is outside the world, or you've been there, you've done that, and so many other young girls and boys with disability out there still have some certain things bothering them. We have parents who don't let their children go because they don't have the idea or the knowledge that you have a challenge. You can still go to school, right? You can still do what every other children are doing outside. So what is that one thing you're going to tell our parents who have children with disability at home?
Thank you so much. Funny enough, even in this day and time, we still have some parents that lock up their children with disabilities.
Yeah, sure.
That don't want people to even know that Mobi Moto Jaro. To me, it's a wrong notion. Because at the end of the day, you see that most of them, they are even being sexually exploited right under the nose of the parents without their knowledge. But I think they were being brought out. Exposure matters in life. Let them out. Let people know. And that was why I said acceptability is a major aspect in our life. Accept yourself for who you are. But the family needs to accept you for what you are.
Okay, accepting you for what you are. So parents out there, please let your children go to school.
Whatever the disability, being a dwarf, an albino, blind, deaf, physical or intellectually challenged, the Down syndrome, the CPs.
They have schools.
We have inclusive schools in Lagos. Not even in Lagos, all over Nigeria. We have inclusive schools. Let them come out. If the brain cannot assimilate so much education, they can learn hard work. Right. And if the hard work is not there, please set up a business for them.
Education matters.
Education matters. At least give them the basic.
If you don't know anywhere, comment on this video, comment on our comment section.
I'll be happy to supply whatever information you need.
Where you need to.
Even if they cannot thrive in business, business-wise, let them come to the spot. Sports helps our disability. That is just a major fact. Training enhances our disability. It helps our merges. It helps. It's part of the exercise.
So,
And you tend to discover that even with training, some disabilities, the spasm, everything reduces drastically.
wow. All right. So, before we wrap up, let's take it back a little bit. Before you met your husband and after you met your husband, have you had any other other people coming to you, or do you have any other person who comes to you at that time when you didn't have, when you were not married, or after when you got married?
Question. Funny enough, before I met my husband, I shot breakfast very well. Several weeks.
As I say, you've been there, done that.
Been there. Serious heartaches. Sometimes I lock myself inside the room for days I don't come out. Sometimes I cry my eyes. I don't want it to consume me. I consume myself. I come outside.
Aww.
But even after I met my husband, there was a guy, I think it was like 5, 6 days ago, that started me up on Facebook. Hey, beautiful. Do you know I'm beautiful? It's okay, thank you. Common phrase now. You know that as a woman, we get infatuated with affections. Hey, beautiful, you. Am I still beautiful? Oh, it's not as if you don't know. It's not as if you don't know. Babe, it's not as if you don't know. But every day as a woman, you get carried away.
True.
You expect a man, you get dressed, you expect a man to appreciate your cash.
So,
I got you, babe. And the guy was asking me, I heard people with disabilities are really good in bed. To buttress your point,
as a red flag.
can I know you? Can I know what makes you tick? Can I experience it? I'm like, I don't know the answer to that. I just blocked the guy.
All right.
Because I don't even know the answer to the blunt. One thing I just like about the guy is that it was straightforward.
He knew what he was coming
But before I blocked him, I told him no, because I'm married. And I blocked him.
Wow. Nice. Very cool. It's a very crazy world we live in.
Very crazy.
I believe we will get there one day.
One day.
We will get there. So, sorry.
With this, do you think person with disability should get more involved, shouldn't shy away from romantic relationship? I personally, I am afraid because I don't want anybody to. I decided to have to get public. So do you think that people with disability, especially ladies, should get, not just ladies, I think even it's vice versa.
It's vice versa.
Both with the males.
It's vice versa. But the males are luckier. Because
Why
females
you say
tend to have a tender heart. That's just it. Females tend to accept a guy with disability more than the male. That's just Nigeria. It's not even Nigeria. That is just human beings for you.
We are scarce, that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Let me not come to that side.
That is a story for that day.
So do you think we should get more involved in romantic relationship in spite of what the society say?
Yes, so whether you get your hand burnt or not, you will still do.
Yeah.
So it's better you experience it than go back regretting the action. Because if you don't come out, how would you know how the road will be? So you need to come out, explore, but with an open mind, and use your number 6.
Right.
I actually remember a friend of mine that was involved in a abusive relationship, and it takes her time for her to stand on her feet and say, no, I can't take this no more. So as a person with disability, you don't need to look down on yourself, or you feel that they're doing a charitable work of that because you are in a relationship or something, or because people telling you that you need a caregiver, because that is the concept most people have, that we need caregiver just because we want to be in a romantic relationship with someone. No, once our building is accessible, our environment is accessible to our disability, we're good to go. So we don't need anybody nursing us, or we're totally dependent on you. It doesn't work that way. Just accept us. You see us, fine. She's a fine girl, I like her. Chicken now. Work on what you have and build a lasting relationship.
And the advice?
Explore more. Live your life. Love your life. They will say, fly your wings. Do it. If you feel that you don't like a dark skin looking guy, go for the fair ones. Just have somebody that, yes, you wake up every blessed day and you are pleased with that person. And the person is pleased with you. Once you have mutual understanding between the two of you, and let there be no outside interference in every my relationship. So stick to yourself, talk to your partner, have a good talking relationship with your partner in which you can discuss practically everything and have a family altar. Pray. Put everything in God's hand. And it is well with you.
Thank you for staying tuned to us, with us, till this period and moment. We love it. And the conversation continues. Don't forget to share, comments, and lastly, this our show. We still need a sponsor. Don't forget to tag somebody that you know. So please come through for us. And ladies, make sure you buy your boyfriends, but don't buy boxers this time around. It's a love season. Happy Valentine to each and every one of you.
Ladies.
You know, it's a peace out from us to you. So bye bye.